What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of SB Toys. It's your boy SB here. Thank you for tuning in to the channel. So we got a few things coming up. Speaking of the timing of this video, of course, most of you know I do collect wrestling figures as well, which is obvious. And also, we're on the cusp of WrestleMania. And so for those of you who watch wrestling or collect figures, you already know how big that is. So it's only fitting that I go ahead and continue this series of little video reviews here. We keep it wrestling based, strictly for the wrestling fans out there. So anyway, some of you have been tuning in. You know I've been covering Mattel here. Just released their new series of figures called the Retro Style Figures. And this is from their Series 1 collection. And we just had Ultimate Warrior, and we're looking at Undertaker here. So what we're looking at today is the WWE Mattel Retro Series Undertaker action figure here. As you can see, he's spinning around in the package. Then, you know, they got his classic photo from back in the day. This Undertaker here is designed after the New Generation era. The dead man strikes again. Anyway, so we got Undertaker here out the package. And very nice size figure here. They feel a lot smaller from how I was expecting when I seen the pictures in person. He's a lot slimmer looking. So I guess that's a good thing or a bad thing. I do like that they went with this New Generation design here with the purple gloves, and then he has his purple leg boot coverings. I don't know what you want to call them. He's got a top hat and everything. So it's a pretty good design here. Let's get a quick measurement here. We measure the Undertaker. He's about, with the head and everything, looks about 4 3/4. So it's pretty much in scale with a lot of the other retro figures here. They did a real good job of trying to keep them all in the scale. Like I said, if you have some of the old Hasbro figures, they're in scale with those as well. So he should fit right in with the collection of your other retro figures. Now, he does have his signature move here, which is supposed to be the Tombstone, but unless he's Tombstone and Yokozuna, I don't know which wrestlers you're going to be able to fit within his grips to perform the proper Tombstone technique. Looks like my Red Ranger here got spared today. Like I said, using him as my test, by the way. He also wanted me to leave a memo. By the time this video go up, his movie The Power Rangers will be out. So go check it out. Even if they got them ugly ass Iron Man suits. Anyway, get off the screen. This is about the Undertaker. So yeah. Anyway, pretty good scale. Weird design here as far as doing his signature move. As I've mentioned plenty of times before, these retro style figures here. Back in the early 90s, little children, toy companies weren't really trying to appeal as far as groundbreaking articulation and things. They just want to put toys out there for kids to play with and break. So that's why these pretty much, they are what they are. So anyway, they do have articulation, though. It's not completely absent. So let's go over a few of those. Let's turn the Undertaker here. If we go to his left, which is your right, he does make that turn that way. If we go to his right side, which is your left, he does a turn that way. And he can do a full 360. And what I like is his hair. His nice hair. He's got a nice head sculpt, by the way. It does not interfere at all with his turn. Sideways. He doesn't really have a, you can tilt it back and forward just a little bit. I don't know if it's designed to do that. I just think that's just from the loose room there, extra room they have from the head mount. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to his arm. Does have, as you can hear, he can click in as well. Does have a full rotation going forward. There is no hip swivel and no leg articulation at all. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with this figure. Now, if you've seen my Warrior video, I mentioned the same thing. Hasbro has done an Undertaker figure as far as the old school version, which is now referred to as the retro style. They already have one out. So this is a nice little different rendition to that. Like I said, I do like that they went with the new generation era looking Undertaker with the purple gloves and the purple boots, and they included his tie as well, sculpted in. Something that's not on the retro figure. Ha ha ha. And I do like his head sculpted here. Like I said, the head sculpts on these newer style retro figures is definitely way more advanced compared to the old Hasbro versions. All right, got the Undertaker spinning around. Now, so I mentioned, Hasbro made an Undertaker figure back in the day. Of course, that one was more, I guess, pre-new generation era. He had the gray gloves and gray boot covers. And this one is modeled after new generation era. So for that reason, one, you may want to go ahead and pick this up. And two, if you don't have an Undertaker retro figure already, it's another reason to pick this up. These are Walmart exclusives, so you're going to have to go to Walmart to get them. They should be hitting the shelves right now. Of course, some of the other figures were released a little earlier this year, but now him and Ultimate Warrior are also out on the market as well, and just in time for WrestleMania. Now, anyway, let me go ahead and address a few things because I know some of you are probably wondering what's going on right now. Yes, let me go ahead and say, number one, the Undertaker does not come with a jacket, so don't get your hopes too surprised. But I'm going to go ahead and explain to you how you can get one. Some of you wrestling collectors out there may be familiar with a site called Rouse Figure Clothing. Well, they do a lot of clothing for the old Jakks wrestler figures and Mattel, the new Mattel figures and stuff. But also, they do clothing for the old retro Hasbro figures. So being that there's an Undertaker already out there by Hasbro, they had an Undertaker coat. So I said, since these retro figures are pretty much the same size as the old Hasbro figures, I wonder if this Undertaker coat will work with this new figure. And well, take a judge for yourself. Looks pretty good so far for me just putting it on. This is my first time trying it on. So you get to see it right here, the world premiere. So that explains the coat. But anyway, also, yeah, speaking of Hasbro, they had, I believe, one of their Undertakers used to come with the coat back in the day. So some of you out there, you may have an extra Undertaker coat from that figure laying around. Should fit pretty well over this Undertaker. So for any of you curious about that, maybe some ideas to throw out there. Speaking of that, some of you retro collectors of some of the Hasbro figures, if you got the old school Undertaker, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about that. I don't have that one here to compare with this new Undertaker, unfortunately. But some of you, like I said, that may have it. You can let me know what you think about that if you have this one as well in comparison. Or if you feel that one is better than this one, go ahead. Let's have a little debate over it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video review. Like I said, these are Walmart exclusives. All my wrestling fans, let's get hyped up for WrestleMania. No, it's not a lot to expect this year, but we'll save that for another discussion. Anyways, I forgot to mention the other video. Follow me on social media. I use Instagram. You can follow me there at SB Toys. Anyway, like the video, share it, comment. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all later. It's your boy SB. Y'all be easy. I'm out.